Self-care is the best way to look after yourself over the winter, and it's the best way of dealing with things like aches and pains, the flu, upset tummy. The NHS Choices website is full of really, really useful information, but if you feel you need a medical opinion, you can always ring NHS 111. I can't emphasise how important it is to get a flu jab this winter. That's the best way of protecting you and your family from this illness, which can be very severe. For most people in Salford, the flu jab is free. For example, if you're over 65, if you're under 65 with a long-term health condition, if you're pregnant, if you're resident in a care home, if you're a carer for someone, and if you're a child aged 2, 3 and 4, and if you're a child in year 1 and 2, you can get it from school. But I would emphasise how important it is to have the flu jab this year. If you've had the flu jab last year, that would have only covered the strains that were prevalent last year. Every year a new flu vaccine comes about which covers a strain that year, so I would advise you to have the flu jab each and every year. Getting prepared for the Christmas holidays is something you should do in advance. You should visit your local pharmacy because they are the high street experts on managing minor illnesses, and you should make sure your medicine cabinet is full of simple remedies such as paracetamol, ibuprofen, cough and cold mixtures. Also, make sure you order your repeat prescriptions well in advance from your GP surgery. However, if you find you do run out, you can visit the Salford CCG website for a list of pharmacies which are open over the bank holiday period. If you're unwell on Christmas Day, I would urge you not to turn up at the A&E department or call a 999 ambulance. The A&E department is very, very busy over winter, and it really should be only dealing with patients who have serious conditions such as heart attacks, strokes, difficulty breathing or major accidents. Your first protocol always should be your local pharmacy. You can also access NHS Choices website, and you should also make sure you're stocked up for the winter in terms of having your medications and paracetamol, brufen and those self-help remedies in your medicine cupboard. If you visit the Salford CCG website, you can find out where your local pharmacies and their opening hours over the festive period. Follow @Salford CCG on Twitter and Facebook for regular updates. It would be a really great idea if people did more in their community to look after any elderly neighbours. If you do have any elderly neighbours or relatives, you may be aware that they are more vulnerable to the common cold and such illnesses over the winter period. It'd be worth visiting them and making sure of a few simple things. First of all, make sure their house is warm enough. 18 degrees centigrade is the ideal temperature. Make sure they have enough food in. If their mobility issues, maybe help them with their shopping just before Christmas, and just ask them to make sure they've got enough of their repeat medications to last them over the festive period.